Economic news for the month of August 2024. GST collection surges 10.3% in July 2024 to 1.82 lakh crore. In July 2024, India's goods and services tax collections rose by 10.3% to 1,82,075 crore, marking a significant increase from 1,65,105 crore in July 2023. This uptick highlights strong domestic consumption and economic resilience. IRDAI fines HDFC Life Rs 2 crore for violation. The Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India has fined HDFC Life Insurance Rs 2 crore for breaching regulatory norms. The penalty, detailed in an order dated August 1, 2024, follows an inspection covering the financial years 2017 to 2018 to 2019 to 2020. The penalty must be paid within 45 days and additional directives have been issued to address the violation. India's fiscal deficit declines to 8.1% of full year estimate in Q1 fiscal year 25. The Ministry of Finance reported that India's fiscal deficit for the first quarter of fiscal year 25 stood at 8.1% of the full year estimate, a significant improvement from 25.3% in the same period last year. This sharp decline is attributed to increased tax collection and a higher surplus payment from the RBI. The fiscal deficit amounted to Rs 1.36 lakh crore by the end of June 2024. INDRA rises fiscal year 25 GDP growth forecast to 7.5%. India Rating and Research has increased its forecast for India's GDP growth in fiscal year 25 to 7.5%, up from the previous estimate of 7.1%. This revised projection surpasses the RBI's forecast of 7.2% and the Finance Minister's Economic Survey estimate of 6.5 to 7%. The upward revision is attributed to expected improvements in consumption demand driven by government policies and increased capex. DG SSB Dalit Singh Chowdhury takes over additional charge of Director General BSF. Dalit Singh Chowdhury, the Director General of Shastra Seema Bal, took over the additional charge of Director General Border Security Force on August 3. On 3rd August 2024, Shri Dalit Singh Chowdhury, IPS Director General SSB, took over the additional charge of Director General Border Security Force, the largest border guarding force of the world. Government reverses decision induction benefits resorted for LTCG tax. The government has revised its controversial decision to remove induction benefits for long-term capital gains tax on property sales. Taxpayers now have a choice between a lower tax rate without induction or a higher tax rate with induction for properties bought before July 23, 2024. Deloitte India predicts economic growth between 7% and 7.2% in fiscal year 25. Deloitte's India Economic Outlook for August 2024 predicts strong economic growth between 7% and 7.2% in fiscal year 25, driven by robust economic fundamentals. This surpasses the economic survey's predictions but aligns with the Reserve Bank of India's outlook. However, Deloitte also pegs fiscal year 25 GDP growth at 6.6%, rising its fiscal year 24 prediction. RBI hikes UPI limit for tax payments to Rs 5 lakh per transaction. In a move aimed at boosting digital payments and facilitating larger transactions, the Reserve Bank of India has increased the upper limit for tax payments to the Unified Payment Interface to Rs 5 lakh per transaction from the previous limit of Rs 1 lakh. This decision is expected to provide convenience to taxpayers, especially for high-value transactions, and is part of RBI's ongoing efforts to promote digital payments and reduce reliance on cash transactions. Retail inflation eases to 5-year low of 3.5% in July. India's retail inflation rate, as measured by the Consumer Price Index, fell to 3.54% in July, reaching a nearly 5-year low. This decline is attributed to a high base effort and a significant drop in food prices. The inflation rate has dipped below the Reserve Bank of India medium-term target of 4% for the first time since August 2019. Despite this, the RBI is expected to maintain its currency policy stance. Urban unemployment rate declines to 6.6% in Q1 fiscal year 25. India's urban unemployment rate slightly decreased to 6.6% in Q1 fiscal year 25 from 6.7% in Q4 fiscal year 24 as per the periodic labor force survey data released by the National Statistics Office. This decline was primarily due to a drop in male unemployment rate. However, the female unemployment rate rose to 9%, marking a 4-quarter high. Gender disparities in physical inclusion insights from NSO data. The latest men and women report by National Statistics Office reveals a stark financial disparity between men and women in India. While women own a significant portion of bank accounts, their share of total deposits remains disproportionately low, indicating a deep-rooted gender gap in financial status. Government initiate anti-dumping investigation into steel imports from Vietnam. India has initiated an anti-dumping investigation into the import of hot-rolled flat products from Vietnam, following complaints that these products are being sold at significantly low prices, negatively impacting the domestic steel industry. The move, driven by requests from leading Indian steel makers such as JSW Steel and ArcelorMittal Nippon Steel India, seeks to address the adverse efforts of cheap imports on the domestic market, particularly under the Indian-Asian Free Trade Agreement. Decline in FDI in India's food processing sector in 2023 to 2024. Foreign direct investment in India's food processing sector experienced a significant decline of 30% in the fiscal year 2023 to 2024, totaling of rupees 5,037.6 crore, down from 7,194.13 crore in 2022 to 2023. This decline follows a series of fluctuating FDI levels over recent years, with previous figures including rupees 5,219.27 crore in 2021 to 2022, rupees 2,934.12 crore in 2020 to 2021, and higher amount in preceding years. Thank you.